And then this too, this made me laugh because I started seeing. Because again, I like my video games, even though I don't get to play that much. Keeping an eye out, waiting for the new Loki Max handheld to come out and stuff. And then they had a trailer yesterday. They showing it. It was Atomic Heart. I was like, "What's this Atomic Heart game?" I got it on my Game Pass and stuff. I'm like, looks pretty badass. Looks pretty cool. But of course, it's a Russian developer game. So they were calling for boycotts on this. How come we didn't hear about it? Well, because they're talking nothing but Hogwarts, transgender frickin' things going on. This game is now completely taken over in one day. It is now the top seller on Steam. Okay. Um, it's already out. It debuted the 21st. It was being released the 20th into the 21st. And what I really like about this is the timing of it, where you have Atomic Heart about a utopian future, humans living in harmony with their robots, but now that's a thing of the past. The robots are rebelling, all this. The game graphics look pretty fucking sick. This is not anything about the game, but this is all about Russian developers while they're doing nothing but talking nuclear shit. Get it? Atomic Heart, atomic war, nuclear shit going on at the exact same time. So at the same time, the people are buying this. The people are loving it. The reviews are like off the chain on this thing. We're like all positive. Loving it, loving it, loving it. But when I started looking up the developers, they're very young people. They make some posts about Ukraine and stuff like that, but they don't really seem to be too much about it. They really seem to be about their game development, launching this. They created this from the bottom up, 2017, called Mundfish. But like I said, is like I never heard about this company. The game comes out, and all I did was look into it. Like I said, I saw it on my Game Pass. So I'm like, let me see how much they're selling it on Steam. And it's $60 on Steam. But I'm like, all right, well, I don't really need it. I got Game Pass. As long as I'm streaming, I can start playing it. But, so I started seeing the news and the controversy stuff like these things, like Dethroned, right? So coming from comicbook.com. I love this opening phrase. Hogwarts Legacy is likely the best-selling games of 2023, because again, it's all written by AI. There's no real people writing this. Of 2023 and is likely going to be the best-selling game of 2023 come the end of the year, not named Call of Duty. What the fuck kind of writing is that for the first sentence? Horrible. That said, it's time, without an apostrophe, because again, it's all being written by AI. There's no real people anymore. It's time on the throne. Oh no, okay, so it's proper. Its time on the throne of Steam has already come to an end, as there a new game topping the Steam top seller chart, and it's out today. Like Hogwarts Legacy, it has stirred up quite a controversy due to the fact that the game is from Mundfish, a Russian developer. Many are unaware Mundfish is a Russian developer, and many that are aware of this don't seem to care. But there's certainly been some backlash and boycotting of the game, particularly on Twitter. If you haven't connected the dots, the game in question is Atomic Heart. Comes out for PC, PS4, 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, all that shit. So far at the moment of writing this, the game has a very positive user reviews on Steam, with 89% of 2,000 user reviews reviewing it. This, combined with the fact that it's topped the Steam charts, suggests that the backlash and boycott of the game there has made minimal progress. Right. So, and this again, and I showed you guys yesterday, right? J.K. Rowling. Now, J.K. Rowling has the exact same headlines going on as Meghan Markle. What to know about J.K. Rowling's new podcast and history of harmful anti-trans comments. What is the witch trials of J.K. Rowling and why is it controversial? J.K. Rowling isn't concerned about anti-trans backlash tarnishing her legacy. BBC apologizes to J.K. Rowling for second time this month. The witch trials of J.K. Rowling is a mind-numbing exercise in digression. J.K. Rowling claims ex-husband held Harry Potter manuscript hostage. J.K. Rowling describes sneaking Harry Potter manuscript out of home. Right? Oh, so now she's a victim. And again, they're going on these things. All right? Going through all this shit, right? Talking about Harry Potter, You have the Markells, you have them all saying like, oh, they're now being in question. All right, a complete breakdown of J.K. Rowling transgender comments, right, 2 weeks ago, 5 days ago, right? I mean, this shit doesn't end. It keeps going. And then the Merkel's into the news at the exact same time while they're doing this. Watch this. Hogwarts Legacy Charity, the world's biggest charity speedrunning event, just banned what? They just banned Hogwarts Legacy. And this was all happening, breaking through the weekend into this week. So the ban applies to every other Harry Potter game too. The world's biggest charity speedrunning event, Games Done Quick, has banned speedruns of Hogwarts Legacy and other Harry Potter games in the most recent iteration of its speedrun submission guide. A new section of the guide listing disallowed games via the gamer, which didn't exist on the page as recently as January 6 per the Wayback Machine, explicitly forbids runners from submitting Harry Potter game speedruns to the biannual charity event. GDQ doesn't explain why exactly Hogwarts Legacy and other Harry Potter games have been banned from future GDQ events, but it's difficult to see it as anything other than a response to the association with Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling, whose transphobic comments have come to eclipse pretty much every creative work associated with her in the last few years. Now, there are books, they're doing all this shit at the same time. They're banning that. They're banning these games, okay? All right? Charities are getting political. The people who need money are now telling you what you can and can't do. You got people suing each other. You got your Supreme Court case going on with the terrorist bullshit of 2015 hoax to bring in to shut down everything. That shit's going on. I'm not going to get into it, but let's take a look. Right? Supreme Court's internet case. So that's all going on. 2 Supreme Court cases this week could upend the entire internet. Right? Gonzalez versus Google, GG, Freemasons and shit. And Twitter versus Tamina, right? TT. You can't make this shit up. So this is all going on. All right? Of course you always get your cartoons as it's fake. What is the future of the internet? Don't ask the Supreme Court. Justices puzzled as Supreme Court hears arguments over internet. Right? Supreme Court weighs tech company protections in Google case. All right? And again, they're shutting you all down. So they ban those games. You got other ones coming out by Russia that nobody really hears about, but yet everybody's fucking loving it. Okay? They're loving the game. You got J.K. Rowling. You got that. You have books being Charlie Factory being rewritten. Right? So Netflix takes over this guy Roald Dahl's books. All right? Get controversial rewrite with critics condemning the move as absurd. So they're censoring everything. You're no longer allowed to call the fat kid fat. It has to be just enormous. The editors have revived old questions about Roald Dahl's racism and misogyny. Yeah, this is what's going on. So they're taking all their books and they brought in sensitivity readers. Right? They brought in sensitivity readers to break this down. Woke bullies rewrite Willy Wonka book and will censor every bit of history and literature. No shit. And that's what they're doing. They're doing it. They're rewriting it. They're taking all these things out. They're taking out, you can't have boys and girls in there anymore. They removed gender terms. They're telling you can't say black and white anymore. They're not allowed to wear a black cloak. Nothing. Right? They're changing it all. All right? Speaking of books, with regard to this type of censorship often employed by totalitarian leaders or regimes, we have this chilling warning from George Orwell's 1984, right? Written in 1948, as above, so below, mirror reflection. And remember, Donald Trump brought in the censorship hammer 33 Freemasonic years after 1984 in 2017. Okay? It doesn't end, and this is going to keep going on. And guys, I'm going to end the video here. And hopefully I don't have to do shit for the rest of the week, because this stuff, people don't show you these things. People don't see this stuff. Of course, the shills don't tell you these dots and connect it all at the same time, because then they wouldn't have their ad revenues. All right, I'm out. Enjoy the Jew World Order. Peace.